Hi, this is Troy from Full-Gamut Defense Arts, and with me is Joe from Ninja Tank Martial Arts. And we're going to do another comparison of, this time it will be with a karate style kick versus a Muay Thai. You want to go ahead and start off?
Sure. So the Muay Thai kick is generally very misunderstood. And that's because everybody thinks it's way out. There's this feeling of the kick coming way out. When really, the hip, my whole body's turning and it's going right from where the hip's at. So to the body first, hip, and there's that full turn. That full turn. Light on my toes, full turn. Now if you put your arms up like this, like a box, if I were to, because a lot of people kick incorrectly and they round way out, okay? It is a round kick, but I'm not coming, I wanted the minimal, I want the smallest motion I get. So I can actually show that, see, my hip is the guide there. My hip, I'm moving my hip, and I'm pivoting on the ball of the front foot. See? And you can drop it now. That's just, because if I'm doing it wrong, I'm going to hit way outside here. I have to be able to get it right from where my hip is, right to the target. I'm not bringing it out. So it's a very relaxed whipping motion. So if it's whipped, see? So if we're here, okay? And I want to keep my body as a whip. See?
Do you want to demonstrate one facing the camera?
Yeah. And I got shoelace going here.
Shoelaces.
It's here, ball of the foot, and it's right from the hip and back. And the motion carries through, but really if I miss, I don't want to turn my back. If I go leg kick, right back to my stance. So it's that whipping motion, and my whole body moves together. Hip from here, back. And you want to grab my foot? Yep. We're here, this is the rotation. I want my base foot, my heel to be pointed at my opponent, and my whole hip is flat, like I could lay a drink here. And good distance. This is primarily for distance. I don't kick upward, look for strikes here. I'm turned, look at the turn there. See, this is creating not only more power, because my whole body's turning into it, but it's creating the perfect distance. I see a lot of guys act like they're holding like Thai pads. I don't know where this came from. This upward kick. You see guys throwing this when they fight. Not only is my hip stopping, but I'm at terrible distance. When it's actually turning here. I think it came from people holding the pads and doing those rapid fire kicks, and they think that's where it came from. So.
Kind of a Von Down thing.
Yeah.
You're really in several of his movies. That's what he does. He sits there, exchanges blows,
and that's fine. That's that speed drill. But for the actual kick, my hip is turned, and go for high. See, same here. Hip turned.
I'll try to keep my elbow out.
No, you're good. We're here, just like that. Hip turning. Okay. Really fast from the front. Muay Thai is switch kicks. Same thing though, my hip is turning over. So that's just the very basics of your Thai kick, your Muay Thai round kick.
Absolutely. Okay, and then comparing that to traditional karate, like Shotokan, a lot of the traditional karate versus the Commission-Ryu version of that. You get a lot of that outward knee, like you were talking about, where they're coming here. Okay, this is more the traditional. This is what you see people kicking here, right? Okay, the Commission-Ryu version, I point my knee at him, and then the power comes from that turning the knee over and twisting on the base foot. So I'm going to step back here. I'm not going to hit you this time, but I'm coming through, almost looks like it's coming in as a straight kick, but it's not, okay? So it's coming in. I know I can hit him.
No, he's good. Yeah, it's good.
So that's throwing that hip over. In fact, we tend to go just a little beyond flat with our. So if you see right at the end of my kick, the toe is actually slightly turning down. Okay. So it's coming in and it's here. Okay. Straight in. And right now I'm close enough. I'm actually hitting him with my shin. If I step back a little bit, now onto the foot. Okay. And the thing is, I can change this kick. That's why it's done the way it is. I can, at the last second, decide I want to go for a straight kick, a side kick. But all the same stuff applies as far as the foot. We're coming in and we're completely twisting on the ball of the foot so that the foot is almost pointing away from the opponent. Okay? So if you watch my foot this time, okay? Now, we're on carpet, it's kind of hard to do, so I missed on that first one where I came down here, but we try to here and then come back. That's my bad knee though. So twisting on carpet, not so good. No, should be barefoot. If I'm going to demonstrate that. But you know, and I don't mind coming in here and coming down. I've switched my stance. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
As long as it's controlled.
And he just hit on something there also with Thai boxing is, this is real common to hit here or to miss and then just switch stances.
Yeah.
Either's fine. You're generally not supposed to step in without an attack, but if you're missing some sort of technique, it's fine. Yeah, you're just switching stances, get comfortable to doing different stances as well.
So they're very, very similar.
Yeah.
I mean, we're coming more straight in.
Yeah.
To get it, where you're coming up. Yeah. Out into here. Not a whole lot of difference in that trajectory.
Yeah, and you're still turning the body and turning the hip over, which I want to bring up one last point about if I were to block, his shin's in the right place. If I throw a low kick and you're checking,
okay,
here, if I don't turn that hip over, I'm hitting on the flat part of the shin, not the side. Think about breaking, a popsicle stick, a ruler. If you go sideways, you break it. If you go to the corner, you almost can't even break that. So I'm turning that all over. The sharp part of my shin is hitting, and that's that turnover. And I'm actually going to put a little lump on it. See, one more time. I'm fine with that. The breaks you see happen is when the hip is not turned over all the way. So
that's part of that upward kick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the key principles are still there. His whole body's behind it. He's throwing the knee up. It's fantastic. Yeah. The differences of techniques are just as interesting as the similarities.
They are. All right.
Nice.
Thank you.